All right, well, we'll have to figure that out later. This is the first time I'm going live, and I'm live right now. That's right. This is what it looks like the first time I've gone live on YouTube. That's right, YouTube, right there. Yeah, see, I'm live. See, this is the first time that I've gone live and what it looks like when I'm going live online. I've never done it before, so this is going to be a great experience. I'm making a video on top of a video, so this is what it looks like when I go live for the first time. What's it look like when you go live for the first time? I'm doing it on YouTube first. I'll figure out how to do it on TikTok in a second, and maybe on Instagram at some point in time. Who knows? The options are limitless when it comes to streaming, and I'm just doing this because, you know, it's fun, and, well, I see no reason why not to. So I'm just gonna play around and go live and see if it's fun. Why not, right? Trying new things. You should try new things too. Just try it out. Now, I finished filming one video, but I'm live on this video. I'm not really sure how to use this too well. This is more of a learning experience for me and an experience for you to see if you like watching me, which I guess everyone could be a winner on this one. I don't have any moderators, so we're just gonna play it safe, you know? And I'll let it just be what it is, which is no moderator. It's a Wild West in the chats area, but there's no one here, so it doesn't really matter. But it does have me going live, so I've got that going on, and I'm gonna try to go live on TikTok at the same time, but on my TikTok account on my phone. Right? That makes sense. I mean, why not try it out? I've never gone live on TikTok either, so it's fun to finally cross this off my bucket list. I've gone live on YouTube now, which is happening right now, right before your eyes. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to go live on TikTok and have both of them going at the same time, I guess. I'm sure there's some technology out there that lets you do like both, but I didn't mean to start watching this person talk, but you know, don't allow. There we go. All right, so now I'm on my TikTok account and I'm trying to figure out if it'll let me go live on the TikTok account as well, because why not try it there too? And I guess I just push on live. Nope, that's not. But you can hear someone else talking, because that's not me. That's just someone else going live. Now, it's a super sensitive phone over here. There we go, live. So participate mode is available. Participate mode will only be visible to you. You'll have time to explore live features in the pre-live session. I'll just go live now. Confirm you are going live. You'll need to be 18 years and older. Confirm. I've done this before, and last time I did this, it didn't really end out or turn out really well. I tried to confirm my birthday on TikTok years ago. Not really, not that long ago. It just didn't work. I couldn't clarify that I was a certain age. It was like just force quit every time I tried to verify my date of birth. And now I'm verifying it now. It says choose a method. Facial age estimation. Your selfie will be used to estimate your age. Credit card authorization. A small temporary charge will be made to authorize your credit card. Any fees will be selfie with ID. Share, learn how will handle your information. Let's do the, I don't know, facey with, I guess I'll grab my wallet. All right, let's figure out how to go live on TikTok. That's what we're doing right now, I guess. All right, so facial age estimation. It just kind of like decides how old you are based on a photo. Your selfie will be used to estimate your age. Credit card authorization. A small temporary charge will be made. So this is how they clarify if you're a real person. How did I mess this up last time? I feel like one of these wasn't an option. Selfie with ID. Share a photo of your valid government issued ID and a selfie. We could do, what is a facial age? Your selfie and face info. A third party to collect a selfie and estimate your age. No, let's just go with something that's a little bit more like selfie with ID. Credit card. That one seems the easiest. We'll do that one. The credit card one makes sense to me, so we're just gonna do that because that works, right? Isn't that what this is all about at the end of the day? Trying to figure out how to make things be all clarified. All of us are real people. We don't want to interact with any real robots, but they're real robots still. Code on the back, you know, that really important thing that you need. Yeah, you know, just this, I guess. Let's see if this worked. I guess Visa's clarifying that I'm of age. Checking your account. Age confirmed. Look at that. My age got confirmed. Close. That's a big deal. That means I can go live on TikTok now. So now I just push device, mobile game, live studio. Oh, live studio looks complicated. But that it must be how I do multiple things at the same time. Well, let's just go live on device and see how that goes. So now I'm going live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So let's see how this works. I've never gone live before on TikTok nor on YouTube, but now I've gone live on YouTube for 8 minutes and 48 seconds, and I've just started my going live on TikTok for the first time. Well, this seems very easy on both ends. Doesn't seem very confusing at all. No, it seems, it's cool. I don't know, I guess I thought this was more interactive at the end of the day, but it's only gonna be as interactive as I let it be. So I guess I got an angle here and an angle there, and now I'm live on both. I guess this calls for another video to be made. Yeah, so yeah, look at me here. This is what it looks like when I'm live on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time, for the first time. Yeah, that's right, I've never done it before, and that's what it looks like when I have them both set up, and I'm filming myself here, and filming myself there, and over there, because this is what it looks like when I go live on these platforms for the first time. Yeah, today, October 8th, so mark your calendars, people. This is the first time I've ever gone live, and we'll see what I end up doing. Overall, it's nice that I figured out how to do it so far. So I've made it past the first half of going live, which is going live on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time. And it's interesting. It is interesting. It's telling me to do something on TikTok, but isn't it also telling me? Yeah, so it looks like I got to figure this out a little bit more. So I'm just gonna stop filming myself here and start paying attention to this one. So it says I can do stuff going this way. Okay, so swipe to close. Learning things is fun, people. This is a good experience right here. Having fun learning this right now is it's an entertaining thing. I've never gone live on both these platforms, especially at the same time. So it's nice to be doing it for the first time. If you can't see it here, but there's another camera here that's filming me as well while I'm also on YouTube for the first time. I don't know. I haven't done this before, so we'll see what ends up going down. I think I gotta have to have something that I'm doing overall to keep this interesting. So maybe I will go through one of the things that is on the bookshelf, maybe read a book. I don't know. I've never done this before, and I guess I didn't think that far ahead of it because I thought that it wasn't gonna let me be able to do a live recording of myself on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time. I guess I probably should have done one and then thought more about what I was gonna do, but you know, sometimes life's just more fun when you're figuring it out as you're just going along. Yep, and I think I figured something out. Yeah, something that's interesting. Yeah, so this is my dad's match collection, and my uncle's, and mine, and a guy named Warren's. And they're extensive with the amount of stuff that's in this. So we'll just go through this match collection and we'll see what's cool and what isn't. So yeah, this is gonna be what it looks like when we go through a match collection. This one right here. Now these are Emily's matches from a restaurant that doesn't exist anymore in Pasadena. It looks pretty cool. Matchbook still has some left in it, so it can still be used. And that's one thing out of the jar. And this one's from Africa. They're called zebra matches. Zebra matches from Africa. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I mean, my sister brought me back a whole bunch of these, so it's nice to have them. And then the generic ones that now they hand out at pretty much every single gas station that sells cigarettes, liquor store. There's really no design to these, but I still pick them up because it's always nice to get more matches because I like having a lot of matches. And it's nice to have a collection of matches. Now this actually isn't matches. This is from Tui's, and these are actually toothpicks in a little thing like this. Isn't that nice? Yeah, isn't that cool? Just like that, yeah. So these are toothpicks. These are from the Havana House Cigar and Lounge, and this one was in Alhambra. It might not be there anymore. And they also had a location in Whittier, but this is still what their matchbook looks like, and yeah, it still has matches in it, so that's good. So that one's nice too, and we'll move on to the next one, which is the Peppermill. I do like these matches. These are nice matches. I've used these before, and I do like going to the Peppermill. It's in Reno. There's not a lot to do in Reno, and there's not a lot of cool places to go in Reno. So it's nice to have this one. It's just a matchbook from Reno at the Peppermill Casino. It's a great casino. Oh, and once again, another Peppermill one, Olympia, which I think is water. Yeah, it's the water is what they put that on there. That one looks like over 60 years of business. I wonder if this place is still in. Oh, they have a website, so they're probably still in business. They might not be, but the business is in Universal City on Cahuenga, and it's called McKelly's. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't there. I don't know, but we're gonna just keep going. This one's the boar, or the black boar on Colorado. I think they're still around. Yeah, and theirs looks pretty cool. Look at that black boar right there. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. So we got the SSS Princess Louise restaurant. I don't know if that place exists anymore, but their matchbook looks pretty cool. Yeah. Port of Los Angeles. Terminal Island, California. I don't know if anyone's been there and knows if that place is still around. And it's their matchbook. A lot of these, since the collection ranges beyond my life and goes many, many years into my dad growing up and my uncles growing up, and so they've been grabbing these matchbooks for decades and decades. So a lot of these businesses might not even be around anymore, and that's just kind of how that is. This one's the Los Angeles Public House. You can't really read it super well, it's faded away, but it's still what it looks like. And they kind of have a design. You see it a little bit. It's faded, but you can see it. And then we've got Fish Bar at the Pepper Mill. The Fish Bar at the Pepper Mill. Now that place doesn't exist anymore either. But the Pepper Mill still does, but they don't have a Fish Bar anymore. No, I've been recently and they really don't have the Fish Bar anymore. But the Fish Bar Matches looks pretty good. And it has that old logo that the Pepper Mill used to have that they stopped using back in, like, I don't know, the late 2000s. They stopped using this like color font that they used to have for everything. Verduga. Oh, that place still exists. This one's not old. This one is the Bistro in Beverly Hills. I don't think that's there anymore, but their matchbook looks real nice. Yeah. It looks real classy to me, so that's a real nice matchbook right there too. It's one of my faves. Oh, this is a wedding one? They used to give out matchbooks at weddings? Yeah, this is Sonja and Richard. January 20th, 1973. I have no idea who these people are, but my dad or my uncle probably do, because it's their matchbook collection. It's merged with my matchbook collection, and they really have more in here than I do. I mean, more age, so they got a lot more time than I did, or they have a lot more time to also still collect more of them, so they could still pass me up. But Ye Old Fractured Fork Inn, this one's in Whittier. Look at that matchbook. That matchbook's pretty cool, right? I mean, like, I keep forgetting I'm filming myself over there too, because this one's more fun to look at. Really, at the end of the day, it's just where it's at. But this one's cool too. I mean, it's all nice when you film yourself going live for the first time and you're figuring it all out. Decided to go through a matchbook collection. So once again, this is me going live for the first time on TikTok and on YouTube. I've never done it before, but the only thing I could think of doing at the time is to go through these matchbooks. I wasn't expecting it to approve me to go live. I've gone live or tried to go live multiple times before and it didn't work. So I kind of thought this wasn't gonna work, and I was setting it up to then make a video about how I couldn't get it to work, but since I got it to work, now I find myself here. And I'm going through these matchbooks because I didn't really have much else planned, but you know, you live, you learn. This is how we learn. And still, I'm on this now, and this is the Barclay. Cocktails, entertainment, dancing, doesn't give an address of where it is, which is kind of weird because most of them do. This one is Lucille's Smokehouse. They still give out toothpicks, actually. They don't give out anything other than toothpicks. See, these are also toothpicks. That's nice too. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, dang it. I don't know why more people don't have toothpaste or toothpick holders, because these are actually really nice. Lucille with their toothpick holders, that's what that one looks like, right there. Next one, let's see what this one is. This is Clearman's Village. Golden Cock Inn? Clearman's Steakenstein. Oh, do you guys remember Steakenstein? This is Steakenstein right there, and this is the matchbook that they used to give out. It's pretty cool. Steakenstein was really good. I don't know if it's still around, but the Clearman Villages are still around, but it used to be one of the restaurants in Clearman Village. This one is the Riviera Las Vegas, and it is a hotel that has been demolished since. So this is collectible right here. This is pretty cool. The Riviera, yeah, look at that. And they got their seal and everything. Another Steakenstein one. A lot of them are multiples because, you know, when you grab a bunch of matches, it feels better than just grabbing one. San Simin Restaurant? Cocktail and Lounge? Where is this place? They just have a phone number. Well, I mean, if I was trying to figure out how to get there from this, I guess I wouldn't be able to. There has to be an address on this. It's very closest to Hearst Castle. Oh, okay. So you could kind of figure out where it is, I guess. I don't know. Regardless, we've still got a bit of a ways to go. I'm gonna go through this whole bowl. I mean, I'm not sure I'm gonna go through the whole bowl, but it is kind of nice going through the bowl. This is John Commander. What is this all about? Oh, military order. Okay, so this is from a military guy, I guess? I don't know. Gavin Coffee? Gavina. Ooh, this one's pretty cool. Huh? That one's nice, right? Yeah. So this is another nice matchbook right here. What's this one? Oh, the Mirage. It's not new. I mean, it is a new matchbook. It's not old, so it's not as cool, but I mean, they make square matchbooks. Garfield Car Wash. The Arco gas station. How old is this? I don't know, but they don't really hand out, this one's from Montebello. They don't really hand out this stuff anymore. I've never seen an Arco gas station with like an actual Arco matchbook that they hand out to people. Bob's Big Boy right here. This one's pretty old. This one, yeah, this one's one of their, I guess, original ones. I mean, my dad is in his 70s, so it would make sense that this is one of the Bob's Big Boy's original matchbooks that they used to hand out for promotion and for people to smoke in the restaurant, because that was a really common thing back in the day. It isn't that common anymore because you're not allowed to do it because there's a law that prevents it from happening. But it's still pretty nice to see that back in the day they made sure that you had matches. This one's pretty nice. I'm not sure. We'll just go on to the next one. Another Stekenstein one. Man, I got a lot of Stekenstein and Riviera ones. There's a lot of Riviera matchbooks because I guess my dad liked going there, and one of my uncles did. We'll find out later. I'll ask about it. This one is the Ranch House. Ranch House right there. Brad Hunt. I guess this is a life insurance one. This guy was handing out matchbooks to promote himself as a life insurance salesman. Oh, okay, so you can get a good life insurance policy up to age 75? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you should call this guy because it's probably really 1925. Wow, this one's pretty old. Okay, so that's another old one off to the side. Just gonna adjust a little bit while I'm sitting here. And you know what? I think to make things easier for me, I'm just gonna move this one in more, just like that. And back. And up. Yeah, that works a lot better. No, I feel a lot better, right? You can see me, I can see you, as in the cameras that I'm filming myself with. This is exciting. I do enjoy filming myself when I have the opportunity to do so. Oh, this one's Don the Beachcomb. Well, where's this place at? Doesn't really say. Most of them do have addresses on them, but this one also does not have an address on it. So this is another matchbook, the Beachcomber, right here. Beachcomber matchbook. Pavilion Restaurant. Pavilion Restaurant. I didn't know there was a place called the Pavilion Restaurant. It's on the 5th floor of the Dorothy Chandler. I don't even know where that is. But these are exciting. Oh, it's in Los Angeles. That's what it says on the matchbook itself. It says that it's it's at the Music Center. I got that all wrong. Completely wrong. Yeah, the Music Center. Feel that? Yeah, all right, okay. So now let's move on to the next one. The next one is the Desert Sun Hotel and Spa. Oh, that's actually a pretty impressive matchbook right there. The Desert Sun Hotel and Spa. And see, and still has all of its matches in there. Oh, they have 50 spacious rooms and suites and a sauna room. Wow, this is a great way to advertise. You know, if everyone still smoked cigarettes and everyone needed a match, this is the smartest way to advertise. It's better than most business cards, in my opinion. I understand why all the businesses were making sure to have really nice matchbooks. It made more sense because everyone smoked cigarettes. Also, everyone wanted to probably make something that, you know, they could put their put in their pocket with their cigarettes, so then they could light their cigarettes. Matches, okay, all right. So let's see what else we got. We got another Peppermill matchbook. Oh, this is the table number at a wedding? I didn't know they used to do that. They used to give out matchbooks that have your table number at them. Well, that makes sense because everybody smoked. So you wanted to make sure everyone had something to light their cigarettes with because they could smoke at the table while celebrating the wedding that you just went through. Anyways, this one's El Torito. Yes, the Mexican restaurant right there. Another Steak and Stein matchbook. Who would have thought? La Sierra? Ventura Boulevard, Studio City, huh? All right. I think this is just another restaurant that probably doesn't exist anymore as well. That keeps happening. Another Steak and Stein right there. That's like 5. 5 so far, right? Oh, what's this one? Wow, this one's nice. This one's from Hawaii. And it has a little note in here. Wealth and... Oh, it's like a tiny little fortune inside of a little matchbook. Look at that. Look at this tiny little thing. This is from a restaurant in Hawaii called the Kono. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it doesn't really matter. Because we're moving on to the next matchbook. Because this one's now been seen. So I take down this one and pick up this one. Shooters. Ooh, that sounds nice. Shooters is probably not around anymore. No, it's an inn. Somewhere in California. So this is the Shooters. Shooters. Yeah, that's another matchbook. It's pretty cool, right? This one is just not that fancy. This is just a flat one, basically. Just a solid color. It's not even advertising anything. It doesn't make any sense. Furnace Creek Inn and Ranch Resort. Okay, that's nice. It's in California in Death Valley. Yeah, so this is the matchbook from Furnace Creek. Yep, just like this. That's another one. Off into the pile. Making a bit of a mess with just throwing these things down. I should have more of a system. This one is the Lovers Point Park. Pacific Grove in California. Haven't seen this matchbook before, and I don't know anything about this business, but it is nice to see it. Moving on to the next one, which is Cartel, the hair salon in Santa Ana. Look at that. All right, well, I mean, everybody had matchbooks back in the day, so it makes sense. A lot of these businesses are just going to range from all over the place. This one's Fresh Puro bottled water. I don't really understand what the guy's doing in the photo, but it looks cool, and that's really what it's all about when it comes to a matchbook. Making sure it looks really cool. And this is the Hotel Showboat Casino in Las Vegas. This one is definitely not around anymore. But it looks cool, right? It's a pretty good one. Yeah, I mean, it's about good designs. When it comes to these matchbooks, really what you're looking for is just actually functionality, making sure it can work. But then the artwork is also nice on them. This one's pretty small. This one's called the Salvador's Italian Gardens. And it is in the Buffalo Airport. So this isn't from here. Okay, but it's nice still. That means someone traveled to Buffalo. And this one's PSA, catch us. Call your travel agent. I guess this is a travel agency for reservations. Yep, it's just a travel agency. That's nice that they had a matchbook too. It's nice that everyone had matchbooks back in the day. And this one is the Desert Inn matchbook, home on the International Gold Cup. Yeah, the Desert Inn had a matchbook that looked just like this back in the day. I don't think the Desert Inn is around anymore, but is this the Desert Inn from Las Vegas? No, this is the Country Club Desert Inn. Where's that one? No, this is Las Vegas. I didn't know that the Desert Inn was also a country club. I didn't know that they had country clubs on Las Vegas, like on the Strip or anything. I guess they do. I don't really know. Sardine Factory. Well, someone went to the Sardine Factory and got the matchbooks that they have there, and it's in San Francisco. So this is the Sardine Factory from San Francisco, the matchbooks that they used to give out to promote their business. Looks pretty good. I like the artwork. You see that? There's a little bit of a glare, but you're all right. You can see it too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there it is. I'll get it a little closer. There it is. All right. Now moving on to the next one. Oh, the Monte Blue. This one's not super old and it doesn't exist anymore. It used to be a casino and spa in Lake Tahoe, but it got sold again. It's called something else now. I don't know. It's different. Every time we go up to Tahoe, it's like the hotels change, but just the names. The buildings are still there. In South Lake Tahoe, there's like 4 hotels. The Tropicana, oh, that's nice. This is the Tropicanas. Look at that. Looks pretty good, right? Wouldn't you say that this one's pretty nice? It feels fancy. Very 70s. Feels very 70s with this matchbook. And also is not used. So there's a perfectly good brand new one right there. This one is Go by Bus. Yeah, this one's just promoting a bus station. Didn't know that they used to do that. Another Emily matchbook. This one seems to have gotten attacked by a rat. I wonder how that happened. I guess we have rats. No, we don't have rats. That doesn't make any sense. Well, next one. And plain white one. This is the generic one from the gas station once again. Doesn't really matter getting it from there. The El Torito Mexican restaurant again, established in 1954. Another matchbook right here. This one is the Magic Pan. Magic Pan. Crepes. Yeah, this one, this is probably a restaurant that doesn't exist anymore. Looks like they had 5 or 6 locations from reading the insert that's inside. And it's pretty old, so it kind of feels like it's from the 70s. Once again, everybody smokes cigarettes, so handing these out to advertise your business didn't make a lot of sense. But this one's pretty nice. And then we've got the Grove again, but this one's called the Now Grove. Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles, California. With that nice little design. And the matches that are inside, and the inside of it as well. That is after the show, where else but, oh nice. So I guess they had really good happy hour times. You know, it's like after the show you should stay and drink with us. Where else but our bar? Yeah, you don't want to go anywhere else. Oh, the Hilton. This is a really old Hilton matchbook from Pasadena location. Yeah, the Pasadena location, I didn't even know. Oh, I know that there's a Hilton Pasadena area. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can overlook it. It's not that fancy of a hotel. In Pasadena. It is other places, but in Pasadena, that's not a very big building. So this one's called Two Sisters, One Italian Villa, Italian and American Dinners, Buffet Nightly. All right, okay, so this is in California somewhere. It says it's on Highway 178. I wonder if it's still there. It was open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Wines and cocktails. Organ music. Organ music? Like churchy type of music? I guess, I don't know. When it says it had organ music at the bar, is that church music? Or like, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. We'll move on to the next one. This is the Desert Inn as well in Las Vegas, with another one of their restaurants and lounges that was inside of the hotel, I guess. I've never been because it did get demolished before my time. But for my time as an adult, that is. I think it was around in the early 90s. This one is the Lavino Rose matchbook collection right here. It's not it's not in LA, it's in Brea, California. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I grabbed this one. This must be from my uncle's as well. LJA. This just seems like initials. Could have been from a wedding. I don't know. Oh, MGM Grand Hotel Las Vegas. Yeah, look at that. Their matchbook looks pretty cool, actually. They did a good job. Yeah. And it gives their other location, which is in Arizona. But this one's the Las Vegas one, but they also have a location in Arizona. I didn't even know that. Did you know that? Facts, right? You can learn them all the time, in different places. This one is the Hunt's Heavenly Peaches. I feel like I should know if that's a business. It's not, or it was. Shave creams. Oh, it looks like this one's just a promotion. Yeah, you just mail this in, I guess, and you get famous for only 25 cents. It's a shaving cream. So this matchbook just turned into like a promotion, so you could order something. Yeah, which is nice too. Different time back then when the matchbooks were around. They actually meant, oh wow, another one. Free recipes, where it's like you mail this in after you're done using the matches. I guess you mail this in and they send you back some recipes and a can of tuna. I wonder if I mailed this in now, would it also provide me with a can of tuna, or would they be like an out of business? Yeah, but free recipes. I wonder what their recipes were. This is a place in the MGM, which, you know, I don't know if that place is around anymore, but it does say it's from the MGM Grand Hotel, but I don't know if it's like a bar that's in the MGM Grand Hotel or what it is. Next matchbook is the Rusty Pelican. Yeah, the Rusty Pelican right here. I don't know where it is, but they have many locations, and they could be out of business today, but they were in business at some point in time, and it looks like they had like a ton of locations in Seattle, Portland, Phoenix, Newport, Long Beach, Lombard, Dallas, just to name a few. There's a whole bunch more, but the Rusty Pelican matchbook right here, I don't know if the business is still around, but it doesn't really matter. They got blue tip matches. That's pretty nice. It's always nice to see when they change the match tip. You know, it's paying attention to detail on those little things. David's Place. This one's called David's Place, and it is, they do take reservations with the number on the back, but it's in Las Vegas, and I don't know if it's still around. But regardless, it doesn't really matter, because this is what their matchbook looked like, and they even have a little map inside of their matchbook that shows where you can pick up their, you know, delicious foods and whatnot. They got cocktails and dinners. Yep, that's just what they got going on. Next one is another one that's really a coupon. but it's free art talent test. You mail this in, and I guess you get the art instructions to take the test. I'm not entirely sure, but it is nice to see that they want to see if you draw or sketch, so they want you to send something in. I guess you send this in first, they send you something, you take the test, they send it back, and they tell you you're an artist. That's probably how it worked. I mean, it was the 60s. It was a different time. You had to do it by mail. Everything was by mail. This is, a guest receipt. Okay. Well, my uncles and my dad shoved a whole bunch of different things into this jar, so of course there's going to be a gift receipt in there. That just makes sense, right? It's from someplace. Next one is the Haji Baba's restaurant on La Cienega in Inglewood. Look at that, huh? Nice design. It really has something going on for it. This is a pretty good matchbook. I do enjoy seeing the old styles that they used to do, the artwork that they had associated with their businesses. It is nice to see that they put that much effort into it. The Yankee Whaler, ooh, that's a fun name to say. This one's in Los Angeles at the San Pedro. I don't know if the Yankee Whaler is around, but when the Yankee Whaler was advertising themselves through matchbooks, this is what their matchbooks looked like. They did a good job, I think, with a good red, a good solid red. You can't really miss it, and it makes you kind of go, wait, what is that? That's what it's all about, right? You want people to be like, hey, can I see your matchbook? I wonder what the business meetings were like back in the day when they went through the different samples that they could make their matchbooks look like. And they were like, we want the one that looks the best so everyone can crowd around that one guy and ask that one guy to light their cigarette so they could look at that matchbook. I don't think they ever said that. Or maybe they did. Who knows? Regardless, this is the next matchbook, and it's from the Hyatt. Also, it doesn't feel that old, but it does feel like it's from the 80s. I don't know. That's just my thought, just from the way that it looks in general. I mean, they still smoked a lot in the 80s, so of course they still handed out these things. I think the 90s is where things really start to pull away, so that's when the matchbooks really stop. But this is the Walco International wall coverings? Quality wall coverings worldwide. The Bella Midday collection. This one is really nice. It has a good feeling to it. It's indented inside of it or on it. Yeah, it feels fancy, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. You want a fancy match to light that cigarette or cigar. Hunt's Heavenly Peaches. This again, I still don't really understand what. Oh, it's Hunt Foods. This is the company that makes, ketchup. I guess they used to have peaches too. This one is the Red Onion, Mexican style food, but doesn't say where it is. Oh, it's in Newport. So this is their, I don't know if the Red Onion's still there, but this is what their matchbook used to look like back in the day. And next matchbook, let's see, the Saloon at the Beverly Hills. At the Beverly Hills, Santa Monica Boulevard, and it gives a phone number and everything. That's the Saloon, which I don't know if it's still there, but if it is, this was the matchbook they used to hand out back in the day. Or maybe they still hand it out. I mean, people don't really smoke as much, so they probably don't hand it out. But maybe, who knows? This is the Apple Valley Country Club. Apple Valley, California. Look at that design right there. They really knew the simplicity right there. It's worth it, right? The next one is the, this is also another one from Desert Inn, a restaurant that was in the building. I don't know if that's going to be helpful for anybody. The French Cafe in Whittier. Now look at this one. This one's pretty nice. Now, I don't know if the French Cafe is still there, but we're looking at their matchbook from back in the day. Their matches were blue, and they had a nice design, really, when it came down to it. I like this one. This one's a good one right here. Putting that in the save it pile. Really, the pile's just kind of turned into its own thing. And this one is the Royal Coach. Royal Coach. And it looks like my dad's handwriting. Yeah. It's a note for him to go to someone's wedding, which is interesting. So yeah, I can tell it's his handwriting. He still writes in cursive, so that's just how that is. Oh, the beachcombers, it's just another one of those. A lot of them are duplicates. This is Pioneer Club. Yeah, the Pioneer Club. Now, this is in the Downtown Casino Center in Las Vegas. I don't know if the Pioneer Club's still there, but this is the Pioneer Club matchbook. Peppermill Casino, another one of the Peppermills. Gotta love the Peppermill. Oh, another Las Vegas MGM Grand one. It's one to keep in the books right there. This one is the Tropicana. Look at that fountain. The fountain design's quite nice. Huh. Yeah, Las Vegas. Las Vegas had a lot of nice matchbooks. You know, a lot of really great hotels, so it makes sense for them to have nice matchbooks associated with those nice hotels. Another Peppermill. Moustache Cafe on Melrose. I don't know. I don't feel like that's still there at all, but it might be. I don't know. We'll find out later. I mean, I can look up some of these places later on and try to like match them with whatever they have, if they're still handing out matchbooks, and if they're not, you know, at least I found them. This one's the Palm Springs Spa, world's most beautiful and complete spa hotel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like that's there anymore, but it's on Indian Avenue. But if it is still there, Palm Springs, you know, be nice to see what their matchbook looks like now. So there's no way that they don't smoke over there. I mean, the Sardine Factory again. I saw one of these earlier. Hotel Springs, Hot Springs Resort, Hotel Health and Beauty. Yeah, it's a pretty nice one. I don't know. I feel like it has like 1970 vibes. Is this the 70s or does it feel more like the 60s? Nah, it looks pretty good anyways. Next one is the Dragonfly Lounge. This one's in Marina Del Rey. I don't know if it's still there, but if it is, well, let's see. Do they have another location? No, they have entertainment and dancing every night. That's what it says on the insert. Close that up. I mean, it's in great condition still. The next one is the Carson Nugget. Is this like in Las Vegas too? No, this is in Carson City. Oh, right. You don't really hear much about Carson City. No one like talks about how they went to Carson City and how much fun they had in Carson City. But this one has free parking, 4 restaurants, a snack bar, 400 generous slots. I don't know what that means, but back then it probably meant something very specific. Craps, roulette, 21, $25,000 Keno. You don't see people playing Keno anymore anyways, too. And then they have a theater lounge. Free supervised children's playroom. That's nice. I wouldn't trust that at all. In Carson City, Nevada, well, here's the Carson Nugget. At least they had a nice matchbook. I wouldn't trust their daycare, but whatever. It's just a casino daycare. This one is free talent test. We'll measure your art ability. All right, so you mail this in with your information, and they send you a test. And you take that test and they tell you how much of an artist you are, which is, I guess, a common thing. Once again, I've come across a couple of these, but it looks like it's really common from back in, I mean, they don't really put the dates on these things, but this really feels like a 1950s thing. I mean, 50s, 60s, 70s. Oh, this one's another wedding one. You can kind of see the bride and the groom. Right, you could see that. Yeah, there we go. You can see the bride and the groom. Yeah, well, that's another one right there. This one's a Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey matchbook, which, oh wow, it's tips are gold. That makes sense. It's Tennessee whiskey. It should be gold, right? So we're just going to slide that one shut and put that to the side. Players, dining, and dancing. I've never seen this one before, but I guess it's in Irvine, California. I don't know if it's still there, but this is what their matchbook looked like back in the day. Players, dining, and dancing. Now we go on to wind and sea. Oh, another place from Hawaii. Yeah, that's nice. I like how this is just a little bit of matchbooks from all over the place. I mean, it does have multiple people putting into it, including myself, my dad, both my other uncles, and my cousin's husband. Yeah, he's added to this too. The Ding Hao, a Chinese restaurant. All right, they do lunch, dinner, and dancing. And they never have a cover charge. I don't know if it's still there, but it's in Washington, D.C., so you can't really go and check it out if you're here in L.A. But it is nice to see that someone went to Washington, D.C. and picked that up. I didn't even know they had Chinese restaurants in Washington, D.C., but it makes sense. What's this one? This is just nothing. I don't know what it is, so I'm putting it to the side. Oh, McDaniel's Markets Pioneer Food Stores. That's this matchbook right here. Shop at the Sign and the Thrifty Scout. Well, I mean, I don't know where that is. It didn't give an address, but it is nice to see it. And then we've got the Coffee Shop Drive-In in Los Angeles on Crenshaw. Teddy's. Yeah, the matches have all been used in Teddy's, but it's really about seeing the word Teddy written on there. It's a coffee shop. The drive-in coffee shop. Teddy's. Yes? This one is Here Again, Live Again. New Miracle All Transition Hearing Aid. Peloton. This is a promotion for hearing aids. Back in the day. I wear hearing aids. I'm not wearing mine right now, but it's nice to see that there's a promotion for it. David's Place, which I saw this one earlier. Yeah, it's nice to have multiples, but I don't know where this was in Las Vegas or if it's still there. This one is the Laugh Stop. This one is a comedy nightclub in Newport Beach. I don't know if it's still there, but this is their matchbook. Seems pretty well thought out. I mean, their matchbook is well labeled. And this one is Jeremiah's restaurant. This one looks like California, Nevada, and Texas, but it kind of feels like it's from the 90s. But they got 3 locations. I don't know if they still have their locations up and running, but this is still their matchbook from when they were in their heyday, if you want to call it that. And then this is a South Lake Tahoe Nugget, which the Nugget is not there anymore, but it was next to a McDonald's back in the day. Yep. Yeah, this is a pretty nice one right here. Plain, generic. Mueller's. Fine Mexican food. This one seems newer, just because it feels that way. Yeah, it looks like I've probably been there. Reuben E. Lee. I guess this was like, I don't know, we're just going to move on to the next one. Not really sure what this one was, but it doesn't really matter. Next one is the Reuben E. Lee. Again, well, what are the chances I grab the same one twice? I don't know, they've all been mixed up a couple of different times, so it kind of looks like all of them are, cigarettes, king-size cigarettes. If you mail this in, you don't get anything because it's not about that. But this one has the old cigarette ads that they ban people from being able to run because it doesn't make any sense. So in every group of smokers interviewed, 80% said that it's better in an airline. It's better for tennis players. See, it's weird. They really should have never done that back in the day. 8 out of 10 say it's milder. Well, Cavaliers, I mean, the brand doesn't even exist anymore. So I guess I'm not even advertising them right now. This one looks like, well, we're skipping that one. Let's just go to the next one. The next one is a hotel in Utah. Lunt Hotel. Their matchbook's been used, but this is what it looked like when it was, folded correctly. But all the matches have been used in this matchbook, so just kind of like, when you do that, you just kind of throw it open after. You still want to save them though. It's nice to collect these. I don't know if you have a matchbook collection, but I do, and I'm having a pretty good time going through it right now. Guess this is the best way to spend the first time that I'm going live here on TikTok and on YouTube. So this one is the smartest restaurant. I don't know if you could ever advertise as the smartest restaurant, but this is called the Hickory Grill in New Jersey. Yeah, the Hickory Grill in New Jersey. I've never been there, but one member of my family has, and they made sure to bring this back. Another MGM matchbook. This is Ruth's. Well, that's still around. Sheep Springs Cafe and Trading Post. And an address that my dad needs to go to written on the back. The First National Bank. Wow, that's a hell of a title right there. Complete banking services. All right, banks used to hand out matches too. Everyone used to smoke back in the day. It made a lot of sense to hand everybody out matches for this, matches for that. And buying a car, credit union. Credit union even used to hand out matches. That is so interesting. Yep. Yeah, and it has their office hours and everything. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you could get cards or you could get matches. And everyone probably found it to be more logical to get matches because everyone was addicted to cigarettes. I could be wrong, but it feels pretty right. Cigarettes are super addictive. I should know. I quit smoking cigarettes. It's been quite a while, but it was a hard thing to quit. The Cavaliers, again, another cigarette ad. More sheep. Sans funds. Someplace in Oz. Shuffleboard, television, and draft beer. Oh right, back in the day when you advertised that you had a TV, that actually meant something. So if you're like, come to our bar, we have a TV. Like, that was a big deal. Now we just have TVs and phones everywhere, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Ali B, cocktails, Crenshaw. Oh, okay. Seems like a place that doesn't exist anymore that would have been fun to go to. This is Dal Ray Restaurant. This feels like a 60s kind of design right here, and it's on Rosemead. Rosemead and Washington Boulevard. And they have a location in Fullerton too. Oh, well, okay. I mean, whichever one my family member went to, that's the one that we got it from, but I don't know if it's still there. So Thrifty Drugstore. I thought that this was an ice cream, but hey, it is what it is. So this is Thrifty Drugstore that was in San Jose, California. This one is the Sahara. The Sahara matchbook looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, that one's a pretty nice one. The Sahara, also another hotel that's before my time. The Santa Barbara Yacht Club. Someone went to the yacht club and made sure to get their matches. Oh, yeah, this one's pretty nice. It's small. I love the small ones because they can fit inside the pack when you had to do it that way. Another cigarette ad as a matchbook. I mean, that would made a lot more sense than anything else. A1 Pilsner. What is this, like a beer? The Western way to say welcome. Arizona Brewing Company. That one's pretty good too. It's not the best, but I mean, what you gonna do, right? Dropping things, picking things up. Got lots of matches right here. I mean, you can't see the big pile that's in front of me. You only see the bowl that's right here. But still, there's a pile that's right in front of me. But the YouTube feed, you can see the pile on the YouTube feed. But I talk more to this TikTok feed. Maybe I should rethink how to do this and have it be on one device that puts them in both. I don't know if that's possible, but I can figure it out because learning things is fun. This is another Crenshaw Motel. This is definitely in Los Angeles back in the day. Pretty good, I guess. I mean, they're all kind of starting to look the same to some degree because they're just all so old. This one's a hotel in San Diego, but still they're fascinating. I can't stop looking at them. The Catch a Star, Harrah's, Reno, and Lake Tahoe. Now, if you haven't been to Harrah's Hotel, don't go. It's not a good hotel to go to anymore. But it used to be really fun to go to them in like Lake Tahoe and in Reno. And they had this great design, and they were 5-star restaurants and 5-star hotel accommodations. And now it's kind of like not that. It's not that anymore. But it's still like there, so you can still go to it. I'm just not in favor for what it's turned into. And this is Lou's, which is the Burbank Airport Hilton. It was called Lou's. Yeah, this one's pretty old too, but this is an old hotel that was at the Burbank Airport. Hazel Bishop long-lasting lipstick. They make their own matchbooks too. These ones were all used, but yeah, it makes you look 10 years younger in just 10 seconds. After applying this lipstick, you will look 10 years younger. That is what that's what they sell people in their ads. I don't know if Hazel Bishop still makes long-lasting lipstick, but I'm gonna look it up later and see if they do, because I'd like to see what their ads look like now. Because that ad, you know, oh, another one for Hunt's. I still can't believe that Hunt's ketchup used to like make matchbooks and advertise for peaches. Doesn't make any sense to me. This one's for Union Station in Los Angeles. And they had their own matchbook, which is pretty cool too. Rollins Bros Inc. Steel bolts and hardware supplies. Oh, that's pretty nice. Rollins Bros. I don't know if it's still around, but if it is, this is what their matchbook looked like back in their heyday. Yeah, it's located on Alameda Street. Yeah. Another one there. Southgate 1 hour dry cleaners. Quality and service, our motto. I don't know what the name of them was though, but just Southgate, I guess? I mean, that's a name, but is it really a good name? One for wedding again. This one is Tijuana. This one's a restaurant in San Diego. You know, it's just, we're just gonna go on to the next one. I'm getting confused trying to read this one. It just has a lot of stuff written on it, and it's like advertising something, but I just don't see what it is. Grand Champions, Indian Wells. No, I don't know what this one's about either, but it's pretty nice to see that they have a matchbook for themselves. Anaheim Stadium. Oh wow, this one's really old. This one looks like a 50s type of thing. You can always feel when it's from the 50s because it actually like, it's stronger. Things get weaker after the 50s. Makes sense. Quality of products. But this is, yeah, this is from Anaheim Stadium. Yeah, that was pretty nice too. I'm gonna try to open it up. King's served American style. Great seafood in Orange County. Yeah, King's. I don't know if that restaurant's still around, but this is their matchbook. And this is Langethi's? Oh, a place in Hawaii, Maui. Oh, that one's nice too. Arcadia. This one just says Arcadia. Oh, never mind. Captain's Broiler. Yeah. It's a nice matchbook too. At least it gave the address of where it is. A lot of them are not telling you where the place actually is, which is kind of frustrating in itself. Like, if you're going to advertise to me and I want to go there, I want to know where to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to be told that a place has like the best entertainment through their matchbook, and then the matchbook not have an address for me to be able to check it out, I feel like it's just teasing me, which isn't nice. No. Tums. Sportsman always carries Tums. Acid, indigestion, heartburn, gas. Tums. Tums made matchbooks too. Now that's pretty fascinating right there. I didn't know Tums made matchbooks, but back when they did, they advertised specifically to fishers, it looks like, because all the artwork on this is for fishers to take Tums with them when they go out fishing. I guess that it was a marketing campaign they had going on, or maybe they like did a bunch of market research and they came to the conclusion that the people that needed Tums the most were the fishermen, because the fishermen were going out and getting acid reflux like crazy, and it was making the fishing not as much fun for them maybe, so they knew to advertise to them because they're always buying a lot of acid reflux pills and whatnot. I don't know how they came to that conclusion, but I would have liked to have been in the room when they came to that conclusion to know if it was market research that said that we are going to focus on fishers and try to get those fishermen to buy these products. Hungry Tiger Restaurant and Oyster Bar. Wow, that sounds nice. And this one was, they had a lot of places in Sherman Oaks, Hollywood, Westchester, Palos Verdes, Palm Springs, Newport, and Santa Ana. I wonder if they're still around. Be nice to look into that. That's another one that I guess I'm gonna have to look into later. And this one is the Star Laundry and Cleaners. Oh, they do fluff dry. It says it in their ad. Now, they got nothing written on the inside of their matchbook, but that's not that big of a deal. Their location is where, though? Once again, being advertised. Oh, dial 2623. This one's really old. This is before the 40s. You know how I know? Because the phone number is only 4 numbers. So it has to be before the 1950s. Yeah, this one's super old and it feels really solid, well made. They do heavy ironing and they do the fluff dry laundry service. It's a big deal. Fluff dry laundry service is a really big deal. Thank you, call again. Thank you, call again. I'm not sure what this one is advertising, but maybe it was a big business back in the day. Maybe not. I don't know. Not entirely sure. Ralph's. Live will end in 5 minutes. We have detected... What? So it thinks I'm a robot? Huh. I passed some sort of test that proved that I was real? So I could keep filming? I don't know. It's not going to cut me off. I think it's going to keep me on. But this one's Ralph's Market. Ralph's Market apparently used to hand out matchbooks. It's pretty cool too. Make money. Yeah. That's a really good way to start. Address, postcards at home. Oh, well, I guess this was a work at home job back in the day. You mailed this in and they gave you the supplies to make money mailing postcards. I didn't know that was a thing, but it makes sense that they also had work from home jobs back in the day. I mean, the mail system was the mail system, so it made it so you could have a job that you were mailing. Or maybe not, but I don't know. Next one is the National Press, Minneapolis. This one's kind of rubbed out, but you could kind of see that it's a ship right there. I don't know, can you see that? Regardless, we're moving on to the next one. Even if you could or couldn't see it, it's not the point. But the point is that I'm just telling you about it. This one is the Clatter R Shot. Dodge and Plymouth. Oh, this it's a mechanic. Yeah. Just likes to work on Dodge cars, apparently. I do see the comments. I get now started to see that there are some comments. Well, the comments are distracting. I'll learn how to do more multitasking later, but once again, I'm streaming live on YouTube and on TikTok simultaneously on different devices for the first time. Haven't done this before. Didn't really expect it to work, and now that it's working, I'm just going through a matchbook collection. Because I did expect to make a video on how I couldn't figure out how to do it, but since I figured out how to do it, this is just where we're at right now. So the next matchbook, this one is another casino, but this time it's gonna be in Santa Ynez, California. I don't know where that is, but this is Chimas Casino. Can you see that? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I pronounced that right, but we're just gonna keep going. Another ad for cigarettes, which they must have handed out so many matchbooks that just like represented all the different cigarette brands, because that does make a lot of sense. Like you buy a pack of cigarettes, and then if they had like a promotional matchbook there, they'd probably hand you the promotional matchbook along with the box of cigarettes. I mean, it just makes sense, right? Another Desert Inn. This one's some sort of lounge. Gorda Liz. I don't know. Far West Service Inc. Newport Beach. Now, this one's not that creative, but I get that they probably just wanted to have a matchbook to advertise their business and also like their cigarettes. Because, like, why not, right? And this one is Hotel and Resort, Four Seasons. This is a Four Seasons one. And I guess that they just really went with a lot of artwork right there. Oh, look, on the back right there, it has all the info for the location, which this one is, okay, so they have one philosophy, but then it doesn't say anything after that. Maybe they didn't think that through very clearly. Monterey Bay Canners, fresh seafood restaurant and oyster bar. Where is this one at? This one's in Los Angeles at the Universal No, that was where it got printed. Northridge and West Covina. I don't know if that location's still there or if they still have that going on, but that's what their matchbook looks like. Dining. Italiano. Oh, okay, so this might be still there. This one's in Beverly Hills. Their matchbook is very simple. They don't even have an area code on that, because I guess we weren't doing that yet, but no area code for that phone number, so this one must be from the 60s? When did area codes start being a thing? Because this one definitely doesn't have an area code written on the back of its matchbook. Promoting its business and not including the area code wouldn't make sense, so it must not have been a thing yet. This one's from Justin's at the Beverly Hilton, which I know that that's not there anymore. That is not there, but it used to be a restaurant that was there and is currently not there, so they had that go down for them. This one is when you are in the hospital, low-cost plan and sickness and accidents. $20 a day, quick cash. What is this? Beneficial hospital plan for hospital operation incidents. So I guess you mailed this in, and then you'd get some sort of coverage, like a health thing going on. Pretty cool. I mean, not against it. This one is the Maldanos. Okay, It was on East Green Street in Pasadena, and I know that that's not there anymore. So this is a restaurant that doesn't exist anymore. It's still a nice matchbook, though. And then we got we've got this one right here, which is Bean and Sons, NH. What state is NH? It's in Jeffrey, NH? New Hampshire. Right, New Hampshire. So I didn't know there was a Joffrey, New Hampshire, but I think this is, I'm kind of confused at whatever this is supporting, or if it's a business, or if it's just some catchy phrases. I don't know. This one's another Riviera Las Vegas. Another one of those as well. Willow's Flying Service. Willow's Flying Service matchbook right here. Okay, all right. Morton's of Chicago Steakhouse. Morton's, I don't know if that's still there, but Morton's Steakhouse. Was that a rose? Oh, it still has its matches in there too. So I'm assuming this is also in Chicago because it's Morton's. Morton's Steakhouse. Thanks for the rose. I don't really know what the rose does, but it's nice to see it. Well, on top of that, there's a rose right here, and this one is the Hunt's also rose, which is just for more promotional material for Hunt's, which makes ketchup and other things. I don't know. The First National Bank, insurance for every description. Insurance and bonds. It does make sense that every bank would be like, we got to have ourselves a matchbook because people come in and they deposit something and then they want to see, like, you know, if they can get something to light their cigarettes with or cigars with while they're talking to their other friends about money and finances. I don't know. It's all up in the air. But this one looks like one from Vegas again, but I don't know. It's open 24 hours at the Air Force Base Road in California. Coffee, shopping, dining, cocktails, draw a lowball pan, open 24 hours. I don't really know. I think this is just a restaurant. Yeah, it's Desert Casino. The High Desert Casino. They got a little bit of artwork right there, so it's all nice. This is Mr. Chow. Wow, Mr. Chow, LA. Edward Food Painting, 1973. Mr. Chow, Diamond Matchbooks. Doesn't say where the address actually is for this place, but I mean, I really like this matchbook. I think this matchbook is one of the better ones. It has the matches still inside of it, so it can still be used, and it has some pretty good artwork on it. But Mr. Chow and LA, I don't know if it's still there, but it'd be worth looking into. Another receipt. This one looks like it's from a coat check. My dad must have slipped this in the jar, or one of his brothers did. King Cole Markets. Where are you, King Cole Markets? The friendly place to shop, but it doesn't give you an address. But it does have nice artwork. Nice artwork, no address though. I wonder what they were thinking. They were probably like, maybe, maybe not. You know, like, will people need the address, or are people just gonna see the logo and know exactly where we are? Which doesn't really make that much sense. This one is another Hunt's, but this one makes more sense. This is Flavor Up Leftovers with Hunt's tomatoes. Huh? Yeah. Alright, that's pretty cool too. Yeah. I'm not against that one too. This is clear print technical paper. When you erase, demand it there is no substitute. I guess I'm giving them a free ad, but this company's definitely out of business. Not a chance of a ghost. Close cover before striking? Oh, it says close cover before striking. Of course, everyone knows that when you strike a matchbook, you want to make sure to strike it with the cover holding it down, you know? Yeah, but this is, I guess, clear print? They don't give you an address of where this company is either. But is that really important? No, I don't think so. Oh, this one's pretty big. This is, MAME. So sexy you'll never recognize the new MAME. International Las Vegas. The International Las Vegas? I guess this is a hotel? It's a pretty big matchbook. I mean, I haven't seen one this big before, but yeah. Oh yeah, look, there it is. How can you miss that? So this one's the new leader in the Las Vegas Strip, the International Hotel. Write or call to reserve a room, because you couldn't go online back then. But there's the area code, so obviously that was then back then too. So Las Vegas, Nevada, you called 702-732-5111, and you made a reservation for this MAME International Hotel. Or I guess this is the show that they had at the hotel. We will have to look that up. I mean, I really don't know, but I'm sure someone knows out there, and it would be nice to figure it out. So that's another big matchbook, though. So that's one for the collection. Oh yeah, I saw this one earlier. It made me confused, so I'm gonna put it to the side. Couldn't really figure that one out. This one is Gourmet Seafood Restaurant, the Rex Restaurant. Now, the Rex Restaurant was in 4714. What's the zip code to that? Because they don't give you an address. Ah, Newport Beach Pier. Yeah, that's where that is. Thanks for the roses or whatever that is going on there. And always enjoying seeing that. But Robinson's, California. This one, I think's a restaurant. I don't know. It's a weird one right here. It's the HVR, Robinson's, California. I think it would make more sense if I went there and if I picked this up and knew where I was so I could, recollect it and tell people about it. But I don't actually know where that is. This one is the Cornet Magazine. Oh, another ad. So they did this a lot on matchbooks. If you haven't been watching, I'm just gonna re-clarify again. This is me going through a matchbook collection, and some of the matchbooks are really old. This one, all of the matches were used in it, and it's now just an advertisement for you to mail it in. And if you mail this one in, you get magazines that are regularly priced $3 for just $1. Yeah. And there's 350 pages of dramatic pictures and photographs and paintings, plus another 125 pages of jokes and anecdotes and quizzes. So this seems well worth it. If you really wanted to, I guess you could. You just use this form and use order form inside. Money back guarantee. I don't know how that works. Like, you fill this out and then you attach like a check with it, because this is just really small. So like, I don't know how that would work at all. But send me 7 months of the magazine for $1, or 6 months for $1 from Chicago. I don't know how the magazine business worked back then too well. I never really got to do that because everything got so advanced so fast. In my house, it was everyone loved to have People magazine, but we never had it mailed to the house. But we'd only get it when we went to the beach. I think I got the Lego magazine. And that was basically it. And then we stopped doing magazines because you could just look everything up online. Another Hunt's peach thing. Long's Drugs. Thousands of things. And yet they don't tell you the address. It's fine. Another one where it's like, why did you make the matchbook if you're not going to tell people how to get to your company? The Spot beer pool lunches on Lincoln in Minneapolis? Yeah. Respect, right? Look at that artwork. It's a classic old one right there. And that's nice right there too. Paradise Brewing Center. Cocktail and Lounge on Sepulveda. I don't think there is a Paradise Brewing place anymore. It looks like they also had a bowling center. You see that? There's a bowling center. No more matchbooks inside, but yeah, it looks like this place doesn't exist anymore because I've driven around those areas and they do not have a bowling center. Or a place that just says bowling center. I haven't seen one firsthand, that is. I might be missing it, so it might still be there, and if it's there, it's my bad. I made a mistake. Complete banking services, insurance, and bonds. The First National Bank. Man, I don't know. I feel like some of these are like ads that would rip me off online. Good beer. The Rams Head Tavern in San Diego. See that design right there? They got a nice design. Well, we still got quite a bit to go through, and well, I got nothing else to do. So it looks like we're gonna keep going. If you're having fun, let me know. If not, leave. It's cool. It doesn't really matter to me. Regardless, I'm having fun on both of these. I'm live on YouTube and on TikTok, and this is the first time I've ever gone live, so this is just some good old-fashioned fun. And since we're on to the next one, this one's going to be the Newport Landing. This is a place that was in Newport Beach that might not exist anymore, but the Newport Landing. Yeah, they made a tiny little one, and once again, I like these the most because when they're this small and you're addicted to cigarettes, you could just slip it into your pack of cigarettes. Now, I don't promote smoking cigarettes, but when it comes to handing out matches, there's really only a couple things you were doing with the matches, and smoking cigarettes is most likely what you were doing with matches, especially since back in the day they handed out the matches because people smoked so many cigarettes. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me. So now the next one is Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. They have a pretty nice design too. This one is old. I'd like to see what their newer ones look like. If anyone's in Las Vegas, I'd love to see if they even still hand out matchbooks. This one has a little bit of a quality guarantee, it looks like. It says, I, Caesar, present Circus Maximus. See the greatest of shows at the Palace Court. Then they have the French cuisine, gourmet dining at Asso. Authentic Japanese steakhouse. Oh, Asso's the Japanese steakhouse. Well then, what was the other one? 24-hour restaurant including Chinese menu. Wow, Caesar Palace really had it all back in the day. I wonder when this was from. Maybe the 70s, maybe the 80s. Thank you, call again. I've seen a couple of these. Now, I don't understand why they made these matchbooks that say thank you, call again. I don't know what company that is, but it does look like it's pretty legit. But it gives no indication of why they would have a matchbook. And who was I calling to begin with that I need to thank them, or that they need to thank me, so then I call them again? I don't even know who they are. It is what it is, but it is a nice thing. Gavucci? Gavacho. If you know how to pronounce that, you pronounce that on your own, because that's what this one looks like and the artwork that's associated with it. Pretty good, right? Oh, wait. The Summit of New York. Oh, okay. So I guess it's just like their like special dinner room area. Next one. Next one indeed. I know, right? Now, how many more of these do I have? Quite a bit. Oh, gosh. This one is another Hunt's. This place is hot. The Sahara. The Sahara had some pretty nice matchbooks, I will say. This one has the blackjack for $1. That's nice. At the Sahara, blackjack for $1. They probably don't have that anymore. I'd be surprised if they still have blackjack for $1. But if they didn't, back then it would have been a big deal because $1 was a lot more than it is today. They have a NASCAR cafe and Speed. The Ride. Over 1,000 slot machines with 50 table games. And the Sahara Steakhouse. This one seems a lot newer because it actually has a website, which means that this one's probably from the 90s or the late 2000s. I mean, early 2000s. But the Sahara's not there anymore. But still, I mean, they made matchbooks because, I mean, people still smoke in all of Las Vegas casinos. So they probably do hand out matchbooks there still. Quick, clean, 5-minute car wash. And this is what their ad looked like. It was on Wilshire and Santa Monica. I don't think it's there anymore, but if it is, well, you know, their ads used to be double trouble. I guess it was artwork, catchy artwork. Maybe not, maybe so, I don't know. And then we've got the American Hawaii Cruise Yachts. No, it's Land and Vacations. What is this, like a travel agent? I can't really figure this one out, but that's okay. I don't need to figure out every single one of them. Just having fun looking at them in general. So this is the Tony Roma's Rib House in New York. I don't know if it's still there, but this is what their matchbook looked like. I love seeing the ones from all the different states that we got. You know, it's nice to know that not just myself traveled, but my family also traveled and picked up matchbooks along the way. There's the Thank You Call Again matchbook. I don't know where these come from, but I don't understand why they'd have call again and not indicate where I just called or whatever. Quick one visit. Confidential money services. I like the money sign. That one's pretty good. Oh, it's a local loan place. Oh, okay. Never heard of that business, but it's nice, right? The Country Inn. Channel Islands. Hotel properties? Channel Islands hotel properties. Thank You Call Again. I know, right? Emily's. Another one of the Emily's restaurants. Oh, hey. How's it going, Arturo? My roommate just walked in, but that's not important right now. What's important right now is the matchbooks. And it looks like we've got more matchbooks that are advertising cigarettes. This one is The Princess, which, I don't know, this is so shiny. I can't really, yeah, it's, I guess a cruise? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that brand in general. Another one of the Hunts, which has to do with, once again, all of the ketchup that you'd get on. Oh, this one's nice. Motor oil. Yes, motor oil, and it still has the matches in there. And this one is Dependable Teammates SO Motor Oil. I guess this is advertising for those races that they used to do back in the day. NASCAR and car racing used to be a really big deal. People used to actually pay attention to that stuff. To an extent that was, you know, like everyone knew what was going on in that industry. But now it's more like technology. Technology is taking that place. It doesn't really matter. This is Gaster's Flowers in Inglewood. I don't know if they're still around, but this is, oh, nice. They had artwork inside. I like it when they do that. That is nice. They're thinking about the people and what makes them happy. It makes me happy to see that. You got a TV?
I did.
For your room?
Yeah.
Why?
For 4K to
You
play.
have a projector.
But that's not 4K.
I'm sorry, I'm just distracted. Wait, so you got a TV because it's 4K and your
Wanna play
projector's not
games?
4K?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Are you mounting it?
Maybe later.
We have an extra mount.
Yeah,
We
maybe
have
later.
2 in the garage. We have 2 in the shed.
Yeah, maybe later. Right now I'm just going to put it where on my computer desk. Because my computer's not working.
Huh.
So I'm like, yeah, just keep it there for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Bakery Golden Crust Bread. That's this tiny little matchbook right here. Just a tiny little matchbook. Yeah, We feature a complete line of baked goods. I like that the people that would bake things would also make sure to have their matches too, because, you know, everyone was smoking back then. Oak Caterers. Where was this one? Logan. This one seems like a 1950s design. I'm not sure where it was located because they're not indicating that. Because they don't care about people knowing where to go, apparently. Yeah, hold on. Did I pause? Paused. I'm good, I'm still here. Dims feels fine. Okay, America's favorite aftershave. Oh, another one of the aftershaves. You mail this in and you get a sample. Spray deodorant too. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, spray deodorant must have been revolutionary back in the day. I don't know how I would have felt if oh, North American Van Lines. This one's also from the 50s. You can tell from the artwork and the feel of the actual matchbook. It's a pretty nice matchbook. And this one is the Friendly Corner, San Diego, California. Just Be Shoe Co. Oh, look at that dog. Nice, right? This is from Frank's Barbershop in Encino, California. I don't know if Frank's still there, but this dog's looking cool. We make it easy for you, which sounds like a slogan that isn't associated with this brand. This is Ozark Airlines. We make it easy for you is their slogan, but I feel like somewhere else or something else has that as their slogan. This one is an Italian restaurant called Little Go's. Little Go's was on Broadway in California. Little Go's. I don't think it's there anymore. A lot of these places, thank you, call again. Another one of these, I really don't understand why they make those ones. The Watch Hill Oyster Club. This one was not in. I don't know. What zip code or what area code is 303? Well, wherever that area code is, that's where they had the Watch Hill Oyster Club. Which I would love to join an oyster club. I don't know what you'd do, right? Or what would you do in an oyster club? I think you'd just talk about oysters and how much you like them. Where to get the best oysters. Maybe you'd go You'd go looking for oysters? Oyster fishing? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter. We'll move on to the next one, which is Pies and Cakes by Alice Owen. Oh, it's a restaurant. And I don't think it's there anymore, but this restaurant was in Westwood. Maybe it's still there. If it is, I'd love to see what it looks like. This one is Captain's Wharf in Marina del Rey. Now, Captain's Wharf might actually still be there. No, I guess it's not. This one seems really old too. At first I thought it was kind of new, but no, just from how it's working when you open it up and what it looks like inside. Burgermeisters? I don't know. Has anyone seen this one? I might be saying it wrong, but it has one match left, and it's made the long, slow, natural way. So they're talking about quality right there when they're saying that. I mean, it's a good matchbook. And probably a good beer. Now, another one that's for a wedding. It has wedding bells on the back. Wedding bells. Palm Springs, again, another Palm Springs one. You know, the place that was a spa. Huddle proof. Safe tea test. Won't spill, can't leak. The leading maker of matched desktop equipment. Oh, you mail this in and you get it as well. Okay, I see what they're doing. They're giving me an advertisement. It's just how that is. Oh, the matches are falling. That's okay. This one's one of my favorite ones, and actually might be my very favorite. This is the Velvet Turtle. Now, the Velvet Turtle is actually a place that shut down so many years ago. I never saw it functioning, but I always saw the sign. So if you're in downtown Los Angeles and you're driving down Hill Street, and you're getting off of the freeway and you're going your shortcut way, because if you get off the free street if you get off the freeway to go into downtown on Hill Street, you're trying to bypass traffic most likely, or you're trying to go to Philippe's. It's one or the other. But the Velvet Turtle used to have this huge sign that was up. Then you'd see it as you'd pass by one of the gas stations, and then you'd look to the left of the sign and it would be just this empty lot that had the foundations of a building, because the building got demolished. But this used to be a really fancy restaurant that looks like it probably was really cool in its heyday, because it has a turtle that has a monocle. You see that turtle? He has a monocle. He's just so proper. And a top hat. Yeah, this is my favorite matchbook that's in the collection. Putting that off to the side. This one's interesting. This one says hands tied, and then it has a question mark, and it says because you lack a high school diploma. So, wow, that's crazy. Oh, wow. Well, I don't lack a high school diploma, but I think a lot of people did back then. And you can get a high school education at home for only $6 a month if you mail this in. So that's just how they did it. They did a free sample lesson, used coupon inside, but $6 a month to get a high school diploma? It sounds pretty good. And it's high school at home. It's home education right there. Yeah, people learned at home too back then. It was a popular thing to take classes at home, I guess. I thought that was just new, but apparently it was popular back then as well. This is the Runningham Cafe at Fergus Falls. That one's actually pretty nice. It's a really intricate design, and you can feel it because it's embedded into it. Okay, well, it's another one. And this has been since 1917. They had a lot of age to them. All right, next one is the Stockyards Restaurant in Phoenix, Washington. Yeah, that's pretty nice too. This one feels like it's from the 90s. You just kind of feel it. It just, I might be wrong, but it really does feel like it's from the 90s. Oh, dang it. Hold on one second. No. Sorry about that, I had to plug in my phone. Yeah, my phone was dying. And since I'm doing this through my phone on one, and then through the iPad on the other, I gotta walk away and get the charger. The iPad's doing fine with battery life, but the phone's freaking out. It doesn't really know what to do. I guess it hasn't done a live stream in a while, and live streaming actually takes a lot of battery from it. But regardless, continuing on with the matchbooks. These matchbooks are my dad's collection. Once again, if you're just tuning in and you're watching right now, my dad and my uncles started this matchbook collection, and I'm just going through the matchbooks and seeing the nice ads that they had and the artwork they associated with their businesses back in the day. This one is an ad that, you have to mail this in to get, what is this? Can you improve your thinking by improving your English? So this is for English classes. You can get a free book if you use the coupon that's inside. So I guess you just use this coupon inside, you mail it in, and then you wait to hear back from them, and then you mail in another thing. I really don't know how those worked, but it was still a matchbook promotion, which you don't see those anymore because that wouldn't work in today's day and age. No one smokes cigarettes enough for anybody to really look at a matchbook and decide to, actually be taken by these ads. Well, there's another one right here. This one is a future book for the Kentucky Derby? Thoroughbred racing. Every Sunday. Okay, alright. Sports Kings. Next one is another Hunt's. This one has to do with the Hunt's brand. Oh, Philippe's. The original French dip sandwich. So here's the matchbook that they used to hand out. I've been to Philippe's quite a bit. I don't think they hand out matchbooks anymore. But this is their original matchbook that they used to hand out when they used to probably allow smoking inside of the building. And they also had free parking. They still have free parking. And it's still in the same spot. Nice. Yeah, this one's actually a lot cooler than I thought. I gotta make sure to pay attention to that one and keep it in a safer spot. This one's the Golden Pelican Inn. Look at that pelican. It's golden. It's a golden pelican right there. And this was in Morro Bay on Main Street. Robert and Gary are the managers and co-owners. I guess they just separated that for fun. The Sheraton Magrdichian, I don't know. I have not seen this. I can't pronounce this. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's still a nice matchbook, and it still has its matches in it, so it can still be used. This one is the Bollocks. I like that B. It's a nice B right there. See that B? It's a nice B, right? Wouldn't you agree? Someone phone it. Let's see. Santa Fe. Travel ship Santa Fe. So this has to do with the trains. The Santa Fe refers to the trains. It just did at one point in time. I don't know all the details on that, but this one is another one that you mail it in and you get an art talent test, which they decide how good you are at being an artist. I guess you just sketch something and then you send it in, and then they're like, yeah, you know how to sketch. And, you know, that's that. Really, oh, Save On Drugstore? Ah, look, Save On Drugstore's matchbook. Yeah, self-service. Open 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. That's a big deal, especially for back then. 7 days a week? Didn't always happen. Another MGM Grand Hotel matchbook that represents something that's inside of their building. I don't know if that's still around, but that's where it is. Henry's Restaurant at the Palisades and Birch. Okay. Newport Beach. I don't know if that's there either, but it's nice to see it there. Beneficial's low-cost hospital plan. Days, see back, quick cash, $20 a day. Nice, nice. Get free information. Beneficial Standard Life Insurance Company. That's pretty cool, dude. I mean, it's alright. A whole bunch of them fell. I don't feel like picking them up. I mean, I can pick them up. I'll pick them up later. Steaks and Chops. Oh, the Pantry. Now, the Pantry is another restaurant in Los Angeles. It's really popular too. And this is their matchbook. And it still has the same address, which is nice. That is really nice. Well, actually, I'll put that one aside too. And this one is the Pagado, Chinatown. Where is this? San Francisco? Nope, New York City. New York City. Yeah, look at that one. Papa Rosie in Orange County. Oh, my dad wrote a note on that. Yeah, he wrote a note on that. Hamburger Inn? Air conditioned? Dial 3891. This one's really old. This is before the phone numbers got more advanced. So it's 4 numbers and then another number. And there wasn't even like that many people, I guess. short orders, special plates and luncheons. I like how it says air conditioned, because that means that air conditioning was new. If you're advertising saying air conditioned, that means it's not common everywhere else. So this one is the Stage Door Canteen, which I'm assuming, oh, this one's in New York. And look at that one. That one's pretty nice too. And this is just a plain color right there, nothing special going on. Another one of these A1 Pilsners. Portofino. Why does that sound so familiar? West Whittier. I feel like this is still there. Oh, wow. Endangered Animals of the World. Yeah, this was a promotion to make sure people knew which ones were endangered and which ones weren't endangered. So apparently, zebras were seen as endangered animals back when they made this. I don't know when this is from, but it does feel like it's pretty old. The cardboard that was used in it feels of better quality. The Malona, a Sheraton hotel in Hawaii. The Captain's Galley. This is pretty nice, right? The Captain's Galley. I like that design. That one's good too. For men only. Wow. I'm sure not just for men. Pure white. Bath. A scented. Non-staining. I don't really know what this is, but you can mail it in and it's only 15 cents. Which I guess you mail in 15 cents, but as a check? I mean, back then 15 cents was worth a lot more, so I guess when you wrote a check for 15 cents, it actually meant something. Let's see, this is the San Francisco Russian Hill Fratelli? A pasta cafe. It was pretty nice. Not bad at all. The Dew Point Country Club in Wilmington, Delaware. I don't know what family member went to Delaware or why they went to Delaware, but I'm happy that they got this matchbook from Delaware. It is a very intricate design. It looks pretty good, but I don't know. Delaware? At the country club? I mean, I'm not going to judge them too hard. I don't even know which family member it was. Oh, Dunes, Las Vegas. This one's really old, and that casino definitely is not there in Las Vegas anymore. But this is what the Dunes, Las Vegas had going on for them. They had this design, these matches. They had Keno Lounge, Baccarat, Card Room, Royal Box Cocktail Lounge, an 18-hole Emerald Green Championship golf course with health clubs for men and women. Matchless convention facilities. 1,000 deluxe rooms, 100 suites. Wow, they had a lot going on for them. I'm surprised that this hotel shut down. It was really popular back in the day, but you know, nothing lasts forever. And Marlboro's tiny little, look at this. This is a tiny little pack of Marlboro, but not really. It's for matches. Look at that. It's so weird that they used to make matches like, oh, actually this is really awesome. Yeah, I think this is one of my favorite ones. So you strike down here. All of them have been used, so there's no more of them left. But it would have been fun to have a pack of cigarettes and a pack of the Marlboro matches. It looked like they were pretty long matches too. So I used to be a Marlboro guy. I used to smoke Marlboro 27s, so this would have been a lot of fun to use. Or, you know, just to get it, but I'm happy I don't smoke them anymore, but, you know, it is what it is. It happened and it's in the past. So now we've got another Hunt's tomato sauce in a can matchbook, and it has a whole bunch of facts over here. Oh, a couple of recipes, it looks like. Yeah, it has a recipe written on the inside of what to use the Hunt's tomato sauce for. It's pretty cool. Put that in the pile there too. This one is New Miracle All Transition. Okay, hearing. This is the hearing aid thing again. I went through one of these earlier. They every once in a while have an ad for health stuff like hearing aids. This one is you mail it in, and then they give you more information, and then you go from there. This is Ancient Marine Beer and Spirits. Okay, where is that at? Newport Beach. I don't know if this place is still there, but it's what their matchbook looks like. And then this one is the Thrifty Mart. The Thrifty Mart, which is located, no address. Why do they do that? They advertise the Thrifty Mart on this nice matchbook, and then they don't tell you where to go to the Thrifty Mart. It's probably not even there anymore, but I would like to go. Merriman, Santa Barbara, California. Ooh, that one's actually pretty nice. This gives me a 1950s vibe, but I'm guessing late 50s, early 70s, just from how it looks overall. And the phone number is, once again, 5 numbers. So 5 numbers right here, that means it's a pretty old matchbook. So it has to be before the 60s. And this was in Santa Barbara in the Merriman Hotel. Look at that artwork right there. Looks pretty good, right? That one's another one. Actually, I'm going to put that in my I like it better than the other ones pile. So, Modondo's. I went through one of these earlier. There's a whole bunch of those. We're making it through the fishing bowl. We're almost through all of them. And this will be fun to make it through the rest of them. We still got a ways to go, but this one's just solid yellow. It's not advertising a company at all. No, it's just the solid yellow matchbook. So many have fallen to the ground. Just going to try to clear those up. Don't want to lose track of any of these. No, it's fun having a matchbook collection of this kind. One that's just generational. Okay, so this next one is Maxwell's Plum. Maxwell's Plum. I haven't heard of it before. This is another thrifty. They're not going to tell me where their store is, though, so that doesn't really matter. Great Western Steel Company, Tool and Die Steels. That makes sense. We did have a lot of steel companies back in the day in America, so this one is Tool Steel, Die Steel, Hobby Mold Iron, drill rods, high-speed steels, die sets, and accessories, cold-rolled strip steel, music spring wire, clock spring steel, ribbon steel, special wires, stainless steel, die blocks, shear blades, rock drill steel, rock cutting tool steels, special tools, special steels, and magnetic Arsco iron. Ground flat stock. So it even has everything that you can order from them. And it gives you a number to call and everything. Look at that. They really thought it through. See, now that's advertising at its best. You know people smoke and you know they need matches, so you make sure to have all the details in the matchbook so then they can send you requests to get those things. So that's really where it's at the end of the day. Making money. So this is made in the U.S. Look at that U.S. seal right there. And it's just U.S. Army. This is a U.S. Army matchbook. I didn't know that they gave out matchbooks for the U.S. Army, but it does make sense because even the people that fight at the front lines need to be able to light their cigarettes and their scarves. And in order to do that, they need to make their own matchbooks. And this one was clearly the U.S. Army's matchbook. I don't know, maybe they just did this to promote people to join the Army. This one feels pretty old too. Another Paradise Bowling Center matchbook. It's not there anymore, but it's still a nice matchbook. I really like it. I feel like it catches my eye. Doesn't it catch your eye? It catches my eye. Next matchbook. Oh, another one that's from a wedding, because they used to really do this. This is from Linda and Steve's wedding from May 19th, 1973. My dad made sure to put that in here, or maybe one of his brothers, but 1973 sounds more like him. You know, he was the only one living at home at that time. So another Madonna's Maldona's, whatever, however you pronounce it. The First National Bank once again has another ad that tells you, like, hey, if you work with us, we can give you $20 a week as a loan. I don't know how that one works. So this is, Prevent Forest Fires. A Prevent Forest Fires matchbook. Prevent forest fires. A match has a head, but can't think. You can. Be sure your match is out. I think it's trying to say a punchline or something, but this is a matchbook that's also an ad for you to be able to prevent forest fires, because that was really important back then, to have, PSAs that told people that they caused the fires and they could prevent the fires, so they should just probably stop causing fires. So prevent fires. But there's no Smokey on this one. This is just probably before that. And it's probably for the best. I mean, clock. A clock matchbook. This one's, I think, a this is to get your clock fixed. Home of Chubby the Champ. I don't know who Chubby the Champ is, but he's such a champ, and he's a clock. Chubby the Champ is a clock, apparently. Didn't know about that. It's fun to think of that, right? This one is a Peacock Liquor Shop with free delivery. Oh, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This is a seasonal one that they gave out. Look at that, Santa's right there. And that's pretty cool. Can't be against that. And then we got another thrifty drugstore one. Market Basket. That's pretty cool. I don't know what Market Basket is, or if it's a company, or what they're doing right there, but they didn't have an address. It just was what it is. This is IE Lilligard Inc., Dakota Avenue, North Dakota. Matchbook from North Dakota. I guess another family member went to North Dakota. Hollywood Palmdale. I think I said that wrong, but this one's also from the 50s. You can tell the number that's associated with it is 5 numbers in the phone number, so it's definitely old. I don't think this place exists anymore, but it was in Hollywood, and it looks pretty cool. So that one's another one done. This is a nice cowboy one going. Look at that. It's nice artwork. And this is for the hotel and shops. From Cleveland to the Pacific Coast. Fred Harvey. I don't know about this one. I don't know where that is, but it's cool. And it's not bad. Farmers Union Co-op Oil Company. Obey traffic rules. It's a pretty nice matchbook from Brankridge, and the phone number is 153. So I'm assuming that's not in service anymore, but you can give it a shot. If you want to give them a call and see if the Farmers Union will help you co-op and grow, you can do so. I can't control you. I don't even know who you are. So you can go ahead and just call whoever you want to call. And this one is another acid indigestion Tums advertisement, which this is the second one I've come across, which this is just funny to me because they're advertising this time to fishermen once again. Yeah, I don't know if they did like a case study to figure out who their target audience was, but I guess they really kept advertising to fishermen because fishermen are the ones that have the most acid reflex that is disturbing them the most when they're going fishing. I mean, I'm not one to judge, nor do I really know. So phone 3F10. Minnesota. This one's from Minnesota. This one's really old too. Look at that. Look at that artwork right there. It's classic. It's not bad at all. We're almost done. We're down to the last few of this thing. I don't know about you, but I'm having a good time. So now look, this is the Rest Haven Court. Telephone and refrigerators. There's their little like design and whatnot. Now, mileage from Springfield, MO? Which state's MO? Springfield, Minnesota? That's the only thing I can think of. It's not really important. Whatever state it is whatever state it is. This one is the First National Bank again. High school education at home. Another one of these. You can get a high school education at home for only $6 a month. I don't know what year this is from, but it sounds like a great deal. You just mail this in after you've used these matches. You mail in this promotional code, and I guess it's not the way that I would see it is you mail it in like a promotional code that you would just put in, and then they send you all of the stuff for you to be able to sign up. Yeah, $6 a month sounds pretty good to me. $6 a month to get a high school diploma. And then this is another one of the hunts. Ralph's Market. Yeah, Ralph's really the complete food marts. I guess that's just how they advertised back then, always through, oh, the Rusty Pelican again. I saw one of these earlier. I really wonder if the Rusty Pelican's still there. I like their matchbooks. Imperial Greetings. This one, this has some real class to it. Look at that guy. Yeah, the Imperial Greetings matchbook right there. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. It's not the coolest, but their phone numbers are 6024, and another phone number is 42105. So this one's also really old and was from Beverly Hills, California. Still has all the matches inside of it. Nothing's written inside, but look at that guy with that pipe. He's just so classy. His top hat and his pipe. Yeah, it's a nice one too. Another MGM Grand old matchbook from when they first opened up. Another health one where they're just telling you to hear again. That they sell hearing aids. I don't know if they do anymore. Smoke America's Truly Different Cigar, the red dot. Oh, red dots. I like this matchbook. I don't really like scars, but this is a pretty cool one. I think it just, the simplicity of it. Also, it just seems to be a face. I don't know if that face is important, but probably is. It's probably like someone's wife or child. Thank you, call again. Another one of those. Another one of the calls agains. Oh, this is a $2 matchbook. Someone bought this matchbook to put it in the collection? Yeah, it seems worth it. From the 90s, maybe? This feels like a 90s matchbook. Yeah, look how big those matches are. Light My Fire. Vegas for a New Generation. Yeah. And I'm guessing Light My Fire refers to Jim Morrison. But you know, you can't just assume these things. But this is a pretty big matchbook from Hard Rock Cafe, which is their Hard Rock Hotel. This one is cream cheese, cream eggs. This is produce. Dude it up in here. Yeah, The artwork's still nice. Still some good artwork. I don't really know what that's actually advertising. Harrington Company, Minneapolis. Betsy. Just Betsy. I don't think that's a company. For the surprise penny hour, bring your pennies. Penmar Club, Nevada. Pretty cool. It's not the worst. Oh wow, look at that. We've gotten really far down. We only have a couple left of these matchbooks. Once again, this is the first time I've gone live on TikTok and on YouTube. And we're just going through this matchbook collection to see what my dad and my uncles have assembled over the years, along with a couple from me here and there, but way less than what they've contributed. And still, this is the first time, and I don't know, maybe I'll do this a lot more, but we're almost done, and we got the Rancho Mirage, California restaurant, which has a nice design right there on their matchbook to promote their company. It's not in Las Vegas, but it feels like a Las Vegas one. I guess it doesn't really. I don't know. Oh, hands tied because you lack a high school diploma. I saw one of these earlier too. I love this ad. Look at those hands that are tied. And they're like, oh, are your hands tied because you lack a high school diploma? Because back then, I guess it was a bigger deal. You could only get certain jobs if you had a high school diploma. And now it's like almost everybody has a college degree that doesn't mean anything anymore. But before, the high school diplomas meant a lot. And this is for the $6 classes that you can do at home to get your high school diploma. This one is law. Study law at home for more ability and prestige money. Wow. Huh. More ability, prestige, money. Okay, well, I mean, they're doing a great job here. Legally trained men and women with higher positions, bigger success. Yeah, why is it? This is, I guess this is how they used to run ads back then too. This seems very wordy for an ad. Like you have to read the whole thing in order to be, you know, sold on it. Whereas nowadays, I feel like it's just really flashy photos and lights. And that's really what gets us. That's what gets us to buy things. Ads back then had to have a lot more to say to get people to buy, I guess. This one's another Steakenstein Inn from the Clemens Village. Good beer with their nice design right there. Look at those beers. The beer's basically dancing together. Yeah, dancing and just frolicking about right next to each other. This one is football, basketball call, Super Picks. Oh, this is probably for betting. This is probably to gamble, I would guess. Each call costs $5 for entertainment only. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows, really? It's probably past its time where I can't even call it anymore. The new Monterey Club, the Lucky Club, and this one was in Gardena on South Vermont. I don't know if it's still there, but they got a nice design and they got an insert as well. Another Hunts. There's a lot of the Hunts ones. Another Hunts, which just refers to the Hunts. Oh. Vodka bar. West Hollywood, 323. This one seems newer. It doesn't seem that old. So this one we're just going to put on the pile too. Louis Trackhouse, just a little different. Cocktails. On Inglewood. Phone number 79722. Yeah, this one's really old too. Oh, well, we'll flip it that way so you can see the artwork a little bit better. You see that girl and the matchbooks in there, but there's no more matches left because it's been used. It's been used to its full extent. Crown Casino. Crown Casino. This one looks new. Doesn't look that old. Also doesn't give an address. I think that's stupid, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not in charge of these people. Wow, this one's a really small one. It's a really intricate design, and it is catering to private parties, luncheons, receptions, fashion shows. Phone 98791 to talk to the manager. Miss Gladsey. I love that name. Miss Gladsey. That's a great name. Oh, the 7th floor bar and grill. Look at that. That one's pretty nice too. Dinner, cocktails. El Toro Road. That's pretty cool. Another Hunt's. Gosh, there seems to be so many of those. Oh, look at that. I have to actually reach to grab down to the bowl now. This one is Theater Route? Is this even a matchbook? Oh, wow. Oh, this one's pretty fancy. Yeah, you don't see a lot like this. No, you don't. Okay, so this one is newer. The Los Angeles International Airport. Oh, wait a minute. This is from that. So when you drive into the Los Angeles airport, there's that really interesting building that used to be a restaurant that's in the middle of like everything. And it has the archways. These are the matches that they used to hand out there. Yeah. And I don't know what that does anymore. I don't even think it's open. I don't think they have people do anything there. There's no events that are there, and there's like no dinners that people do there. Here's Whiskey Creek. Whiskey Creek seems nice. It's a place in Bishop, California. If it's still there, this is what their matchbooks look like. Next one. Frank's Service, Gas for Less, Machinery in Minnesota. Man, there's a lot of Minnesota ones. But look at that dog right there. They put dogs on all their matchbooks apparently. Smoker. Complete Smoker Needs. What does that really entail? This is a Complete Smoker Needs matchbook. AIDS Pipe Shop. Oh, yeah, no, that does make sense now. AIDS Pipe Shop was in Los Angeles on Crenshaw. I don't know if it's still there, but if we need it, they have it. That's what it says. It's a guarantee from them to the matchbook. And then we've got Food Club Strawberries. How does that work? Mayfair Markets. Mayfair Markets made their matchbook that looks like this. And this one's just really advertising their strawberries because they probably had really good strawberries. And they were like, we got to tell people about our strawberries. Union Pacific Railroad. Union Pacific Railroad made their matchbooks and they looked like this. Complete Banking Services again. Only Greyhound offers. Oh, Greyhound. They're still around. So this is Greyhound, a promotional through express services. One sure way to get the finest, most frequent to all parts of America. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. This is how they advertise. They probably even allowed people to smoke cigarettes on their buses back then. So they didn't just have them as ads. They needed people to also smoke cigarettes on the bus because the bus driver didn't want to probably be the only one smoking. Top Hat Tavern. You see that lady? It looks like she's surfing. Roped and tied? That's not a good idea to have the ad be like that. But this place was in Oceanside. And their phone number was 3401. Next one is now you can sell your business, farm, ranch, store at a top price. Another ad. Now I wonder how they really got these out there. They just went to a local liquor store and just were like, hey, use our matches, hand our matches out, we'll give you this much money to do that. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. A fish market. For peak performance, we use and recommend Raytheon. Now this is radio TV tubes. It's radio equipment. It's a nice little matchbook right there. Yeah, I think it's just radio and TV equipment. So North American, Dallas, $49, Washington DC, $80. Oh, airline tickets. Promoting people to fly North American Airlines, which I don't think is a company anymore. Is there a North American Airlines airline? Nah, I haven't seen one in a while. I do know of an American airline, but not North American Airlines. But this one had flights that went to New York for $80, and to Chicago for $70, and Dallas is $49, and Washington DC is $80. Seems pretty good. And they had 4 engines on those airplanes. That's what it says in the ad. There's a whole bunch of other stuff written on the back, but I'm not reading through all of that. Next one. Stocks. Stocks made a nice matchbook for themselves as well. Famous for pastries. Yeah, I don't know where Stocks is, but they don't give an address. Oh no, they do. It's in Downey, California. Yeah, and they also have a cocktail lounge. I don't know if that's still around, but it was open 24 hours back in the day. Stocks. That's their matches. Brake drums. Ah, now that's a pretty classy artwork right there. Now, you see that artwork? Some good artwork right there. Yeah, this one is just for brake fluid and truck brake fluid and truck services. And this is Order a Railway Employee. Order of Railway Employees. An insurance corporation. No, I'm not picking it up. I think I got the gist of what that one was about. Alright, and then the next one is Survivors Start at Ridgepine. Sunrise, Oregon. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a restaurant. I'm assuming it's a restaurant. Assumptions, right? Stater Brothers Market. Oh, this is a Stater Brothers Market matchbook. They were around, I guess, back then too. So they've been around for a long time. This is what their matchbook looked like. What is art? It says to see inside and find out more. Art installations. Free art talent test. Another one of these. So it's a free test that will measure your artistic abilities to see if you can make money from art and if you should work with them or work for them. Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Make your next treat. Marshmallows. Mayfair Markets promoting marshmallows with a matchbook that's telling you to buy marshmallows. After you're done smoking your cigarette, you'll probably want to eat some marshmallows because that was very common back there. Village Barber Shop, 3 barbers in Inglewood, California. Look at their matchbook. You're next. And they got a nice little artwork right there. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, can't complain, right? We're almost there. Regardless, I've been having a lot of fun going live for the first time, but I'll be wrapping it up soon. These last couple of matchbooks, and we're just gonna call it a night. I hope you've had fun watching me. I've had a lot of fun doing this. This one's actually really cool right here. Look at this. This one's nice. This is also a you can prevent forest fire ones, but this is the beginning of Smokey the Bear. being in the ads. Only you can prevent forest fires. Huh? Yeah, he's finally made his way into there. Help keep America green by not starting forest fires. Your message here, huh? Please be careful. It's nice stuff. It's pretty good. And then we've got West Town Auto Glass Company. This is their matchbook. They put a lot of thought into the artwork that they have right here. Can't complain, but they did, take the time to get good artwork on it. So this one is Ribeiro Hotel Watkins. I've never heard of a Hotel Watkins, but it was in Los Angeles on West Adams Boulevard. Now I do know West Adams exists, so this looks pretty legit. This hotel had dining and cocktail lounges. And it was America's favorite hotel apparently, because that's what it says on the insert on the inside. Now I don't know if that's a fact, but it is printed, and I did read it. So in some ways, it meant something to somebody. This is the Westward Motel and Casino in Las Vegas and in Palm Springs. This is the artwork that they had, and then they had a dial-free number on the inside so you could get better deals. They had 1,000 economy rooms plus free fun packages. Oh wow, what's a free fun package? I would really love to see what their free fun packages were. There's probably something really interesting. The next one is an ice cream one. This one is advertising for ice cream. I haven't heard of this brand before, but it's a nice ice cream brand. I'm sure it is. This is a Mexican food restaurant that has some nice artwork on the back. I think they're still in business, so I'm not getting a free ad. So this one is an auto owners, auto fire casualty bond compensation insurance matchbook. Look at that. Oh, wow, they got a lot of stuff in there. There is no suitable. There is no substitute for dependable insurance for the friendly service of your local auto owners insurance agency. It's a pretty good one. It's not bad at all. No, high quality insurance comes with a high quality matchbook. Hearing aids again. They love advertising for hearing aids. This one's the Inn and Ranch Resort at the Furnace Creek. And their matchbook's pretty good too. You can call toll free at an 800 number. You barely get 800 numbers these days. It's just not popular. Milder Chesterfields. Chesterfields are really popular cigarettes apparently. They keep giving me Chesterfields. And then this one is the Pierce Company Printers, Office Outfitters, Office Planning Equipment Systems and Supplies. Look at that. That's a really nice design that they got going on. They want people to hire them to put together their offices, so it makes sense that that's the artwork that they have on their matchbook. And it was Rochester, New York. Rochester, New York. All right. And we're down to the last 10-ish. So, tool makers and jig boring duplicating since 1924. Modern Die and Tool Corp. And this is their matchbook. It's a good matchbook too. And this one's the Old Fiddle Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. The Old Fiddle. Look at that. Just like this, the Old Fiddle. Some good artwork. Can't complain. And then this is the Hannah Cole Carl Burdick. Buy with confidence. It is nice to buy things with confidence. And you don't get buyer's remorse, am I right? When you buy things with confidence, you feel good about what you're buying. This one's the Maryland Match Company, and this is a match company advertising that they can make matchbooks for you. which is pretty awesome actually. Informative on advertising, bookmarks. Caller Right at the Maryland Match Company in Baltimore. Nice. Well, this is what their match looked like. It's lucky when you live in America. Lucky Large. That's a beer, right? I think this is a beer. And this is their matchbook for whenever they had a matchbook. Another B. Free art talent test. Another one of these. Oh no, a whole bunch of them fell. I don't really understand what this one is, but this feels more like a business card that my dad folded up and put in the jar. And that's probably what it is. And then this one is Marina Del Rey as well, the Dragonfly Lounge, which looks just like that. It has a nice design to it. Look, this $300 savings certificate worth $3? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's just $3 savings certificate. You get 18 full months of Look, which was a magazine. So this is just an ad again. I'm guessing like there's little gas stations and places they used to sell cigarettes. And they used to just hand those out like crazy. Another one that's a high school education at home ad. And Hunts once again. And Yosemite. Yosemite used to give out their own matchbooks, so then you could light cigarettes as you were walking around. So then you could light cigarettes as you were walking around Yosemite, I guess? Because, you know, everyone smoked, so, yep. Yosemite. They made matchbooks too. And then this one is a bowling center one, another bowling center. 24 lanes and a cocktail lounge. This is the artwork that they had going on for them to promote their business and to get people to come back. It was open 24 hours a day. A bowling alley, open 24 hours a day? Can't believe that. That is crazy. That was just normal back then, apparently. And then this one is the Royal Bowl. Royal Bowl. The Friendly Alleys. This one was open from 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. Wow, it's quite a long time. Well, that does all the matchbooks that I had in this bowl right here. And I have a whole bunch more, but we're really just going to call it what it is. Just say that we had a lot of fun on this first broadcast of me doing a live stream on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time for the first time and learning how this process goes. So now it's just me placing these back in here. Oh, I spilled a whole bunch of them, and that's okay too. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm just gonna place these back inside my bowl right here. It's been fun, you know, streaming live. Never done it before, but I'm assuming that I could be more interactive with the chat, and maybe in the future I'll do this again and be more interactive with the chat. I could see people said things, and I didn't really get around to responding to certain things. I could still probably respond to some of those things now, but that's not what's important. What's important is I put my matches back into the bowl, so I just don't want to lose track of them. It's been fun to go through them and to kind of go back in time a little bit, because these are really old. I think that some of them are from the 40s, and I think that that's the oldest that they got. I don't think they went any older than that, but at the same time, I didn't collect all of these, so I really don't know. So there might be some that are way older than that, and might be some that are a lot newer than that. Like, when I say newer, I mean, yeah, like some that I got maybe this year. I don't remember the last time I got a matchbook from a business, but I do remember growing up, I used to grab them on the way out because they still used to hand matchbooks out like crazy when we were growing up, because people did smoke a lot. The 90s is when we were told that we couldn't smoke inside anymore, but if people remember it, the 90s were a really interesting time where it was like The beginning half, there was smoking and non-smoking sections at restaurants, so they would hand out matches to people that were smoking in the restaurant. And I used to grab those matches and add to this collection just as my dad did and his uncles did, and so on and so forth. This collection has only accumulated between multiple generations of people. So since this generation doesn't really have matches being passed out as much anymore, the collection's kind of stopping in its tracks. But it is fun to see the different businesses that were around back in the day and what their matchbooks looked like. And it was fun to go through them all and to just kind of like give a little bit of recognition to some old companies that don't exist anymore. Some of them probably do exist, but they don't really, advertise through matchbooks anymore, because who does that? That seems like a dead way of advertising. It doesn't really help anybody these days because not everybody's smoking. And when people are smoking, they're smoking vapes. So those vapes don't need matches. Nah, it's kind of a little bit of a catch on that one. But still, it's nice that they made matches for so long, and they probably still do for a lot of different companies. All over the place, probably. I mean, I don't see why they'd stop doing it at the places that they still smoke, like Scar Lounges and stuff. I see them continue to do it, but maybe they didn't, because these companies that used to do it probably don't exist anymore. Make the custom matches, that is. There used to be a lot of companies that made custom matches, as I saw on these different matchbooks. Some of them were being advertised for places that you could go to get them made. So then you can have a custom-made match. And when I put them back into the bowl, I like to line them up so then you can see some of them from the outside, or they're all going to end up being flat. And then you don't get to see very many of them. And it's kind of important to have it be like fun to look at, because it's a fish bowl that is a decorative item in the house. So you want to make sure that people can at least see some of the matches that are inside of the fishbowl, so then they don't have to pour out the fishbowl or like look too close at the fishbowl to be able to see what's inside the fishbowl. Also, it just it adds that classy element, because some of these have some real nice artwork on them, and I just like to showcase some of that artwork. And some of them, they're just the wedding ones that are really plain, that just have the people's names. Mr. Chow, that was one of my favorite ones that we went over earlier. I don't know where it is in LA, but it is a nice matchbook that has a nice little artwork attached to it. Placing them back in, you see I'm just kind of like making sure to get them on the outer edges, so then you can just see them through the glass, because that's like the best part. The best part is literally being able to look at them. What would it be if you couldn't look at them, right? So I'm putting them back in ever so slowly and ever so lightly, because I also don't want to squish them too much, because they're still matchbooks. The Hungry Tiger, this one was one of the good ones too, so I want to make sure I could see that from the outside. And so on and so forth. The Palm Springs one. Some of these, they didn't really have good artwork on them, and they're good for me to put in the middle, where no one's going to be able to see them. Not right away, and not at all, but some of these are actually like really cool old establishments that, some people, when they walk in, they're like, oh, I can't believe you have something from that place. Or like people are like, my dad used to work there. Or, oh, I can't believe that they have matches that went to this place, because they don't hand out matches anymore. Stuff like that. But really, honestly, it's more of a decoration than anything else. But still, it was a great collection when I used to add to it, but now it's just turned into pretty much a decoration. Which is sad in its own way. But also pretty good that people don't smoke cigarettes like they used to, because that was bad for people. People shouldn't have smoked cigarettes as much as they were. And having advertisements through matchbooks for their cigarettes, that's kind of cheating. But still, some of these are newer and some of them are old, so people still use matches. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just not common anymore for people to advertise this way. I don't know, I think I have mixed feelings about it now. I kind of wish that companies still did this, because it's nice to see what they came up with and what type of artwork they used. to promote their company. The best ones really are the ones that are like, are you an artist? Do you have artist abilities? The ones that are ads, those ones are really funny too. So it's nice to see that companies are trying to get people to buy things and to, you know, subscribe to like educational courses through matchbooks. Because I guess it was like one of the best ways to get through to people, because everyone needed to use a match to be able to light something up, because everyone was smoking something back then. And mostly it was just tobacco, because, you know, marijuana was outlawed eventually. So it's really confusing to me why everyone decided to pick the one that was worse for you. But whatever, it's not in my control, and it's in the past. So it's not really bothering me too much. But still, this has been a lot of fun going through all the matchbooks. Don't really know what else to say. I've gone through it all, and I'm just putting them all away. And I hope that you've enjoyed watching me go through all these matchbooks, because I know I've enjoyed going through them all and showing you what types of businesses and corporations there were, and the metal farms that used to make a whole bunch of metal products, and the way they used to advertise to people, and, you know, the jazz that they used to bring into the smoking environments overall with their artwork and whatnot, and these little matchbooks. But this is basically it. It's been fun for 161 minutes. I really enjoyed this 161 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed this 161 minutes too. And once again, I think I'll go live again in the future. Not sure when, but I plan on doing it again. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun when I do it again. And I'll think of something else better than just going through a whole bunch of old matchbooks. Or maybe this is just what it'll be every time. I don't know. Really, it really shouldn't be this every time, because I can only do this so many times before it'll just get really old and repetitive. But still, it's probably something you didn't expect to see today, because if you woke up and said that you were going to watch someone go through their matchbook collection online, I would have highly doubted that's actually what you told yourself when you woke up. Because who thinks of that? No one. No one thinks of that. That's not something you think of when you wake up. No, matchbook collections, those are a thing of the past. No one really has those anymore. But still, I'm going to cut the feed over here on YouTube in just a second, actually, because I'm almost done cleaning up. I'd rather just finish cleaning up and cut the feed on both at the same time. Now that I think about it, I only got a couple matches left. And this is me, Benjamin James Magrdichian, going live for the first time on YouTube and on TikTok. Thanks for watching. It's been a blast. I hope you've enjoyed it. You know, subscribe, maybe watch again. Watch my other videos. I have a whole bunch of other videos up, so take the time. Maybe watch, maybe comment, maybe follow. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's not my part in life. I'm not that guy. But still, it's been a great time. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a great rest of the day or nighttime wherever you are. And that's out for me.